Alright, what is up? In this video, I'm going to go over all of the QGD in the knight c3 lines. Okay, so the first one that's the most common is going to be exchange. So exchange is going to be CD, and we're going to go knight takes d5. This position is a lot easier to play for black. Like, computer likes it slightly, but it's just so easy to play. So this is kind of the plan, and you get this position pretty much every single time, which is also really useful. So they kind of have to go e4. If they take on d5 and you go pawn takes, it's already better for black. You're gonna go like c6, and you're gonna have, well, eventually, but you're gonna have basically these two bishops pointing this way, and you just stack the king side. You're gonna go c6, castle, knight d7, knight f6, and just literally play all against the king side. It's a very easy flow. Um, so what you're probably gonna see is e4. So take, and now the idea is we're gonna attack the center immediately, and kind of get this like Grunfeld type setup. So generally they're gonna go knight f3. So take, bishop b4 check. They have to block with the bishop. Next best move is king e2. So here, just take castle. And this is when we have to think a little bit. The most challenging, quote unquote, challenging variation here is bishop c4 with the idea of going d5. And it's still like pretty drosh, but I think black can do a little bit better. So this position, we're going to go knight d7 first instead of b6, just to prevent him from going d5. And after castle, we go knight f6. If he goes e5, which I think is what the computer likes, we're going to go knight d5, and the generic plan is we're going to go like b6, bishop b7, and play on this diagonal, play against this pawn. Super easy for black to play. Um, Now, pretty much whatever they do, you're going to do this plan. Just go knight f6, like rook e1. I think we're going to do the same stuff, b6, bishop b7. Right now the computer's liking bishop d7 a little bit more, but if we can do this, then no sweat. Um, okay, so that's what we do against bishop c4. So now I would say more normal is going to be bishop d3 or bishop e2. So against these variations, what you're going to do is go knight c6 and hammer this pawn. And if they start trying to defend it, what I like is like queen d6 and then rook to d8 and to put pressure. Computer, I think, likes queen e7 and then rook d8. Either way, like you actually threaten to win this pawn. You're going to once again go b6, bishop e7, and you just play that position. Um, and if bishop e2, we're gonna go b6 first, because now we can poke e4 ASAP. So after like castle, bishop b7, I think his best move is to go bishop d3. And already here we get a slightly better version of what we want. One idea is h6 to prevent knight g5, but that's just a bonus. So yeah, I mean pretty much always you're gonna get this setup. You have a 2-on. Okay, so let me actually get back to here. So against e4, you're gonna get this setup. You're gonna always have a 2-on-1 on the outside. I guess it's better if I show it here. You have a 2-on-1 on the outside. Even if you lose these two pawns for this one, it's still probably a draw because it's 5-on-4 on the same side. And then you just play that position. And obviously try to attack these two guys. And I will tell you, like I play this against some of my students, like there were some pretty cool checkmates with the pieces coming over here. All right, so that's what we're gonna do against knight c3. Now, if they don't go e4, let's say they go like knight f3, for example, we're just gonna take and go c5 and pretty much get what we want to get anyway. Just a better version, as you can see. If he goes e4, it transposes, everything else is gonna be just nice for us. All right, so that's gonna be against the exchange, which I will say is pretty popular. Now the other variations, let me go over. I think we'll do bishop g5 next. Okay, so bishop g5. So if they go bishop g5 here, the big idea is you want to go bishop e7. You can go bishop b4. It gets kind of wild with all the h6 g5 stuff. What I recommend is just going bishop e7, and you have it once again. You have a really easy plan. So if they ever take here, you're gonna go knight takes, and already here you can see black is slightly better. If they're gonna take, they should have taken the last move. Um, so after bishop e7, generally what you're going to see is like e3, and then basically we know the rule, take on c4 after the bishop moves. I'm going to castle first, I believe. So castle, knight f3, and then a6 is the move I like. a6 is like the perfect waiting move, because you stop knight b5, though I guess here it's not really a problem. And after bishop d3, for example, we're just going to always go for this plan of b5 and bishop b7. You're gonna see this again and again in a bunch of QGD variations that we go over. I love this kind of structure. This bishop is like super strong, and we can always go c5 and just chip away at the center. Generally, you're gonna go knight d7 then c5 because you want to take back with the knight. And don't forget about this b4 pawn push, which can always be kind of useful. So yeah, bishop g5, we're just gonna castle, go a6, and then okay, so let's say he takes here. I mean, we're gonna just play this position. You don't really want to go knight takes. You can go queen takes here. But once again, we're getting a better version. Because if he takes here, I think this is just chilling for black. Probably knight d7, knight f6, knight e4, something like that. And play against the king side. Once again, some positions can get kind of drosh. But um, yeah, if they go e3, we're gonna go a6 and take on c4, and black has absolutely no problems. All right, so that's the bishop g5 line. Um, Yeah, let's go over bishop f4. Bishop f4, we're going to get like a hedgehog. So we're going to take e3 and we're going to go bishop d6. And whenever they take, what I like to do is go c takes d6. And instead of a6, b5, we're going to go b6, bishop b7. And we're going to play this position. And once again, it's a hedgehog. You're going to go, sorry, bishop b7, knight d7, and look for these pawn pushes, a6, b5, rook c8, and just play against this position for white. Super chill, dynamic a little bit, and no problems. So bishop f4 is good. Um, knight f3 is going to transpose, so we won't do that one. And lastly, if they go g3, yeah, okay, so g3, so g3 is already a mistake. If they're going to go g3, they should have done it earlier or without the knight on c3. So here, because I think we're a little bit better developed than we usually are, we can just hit the center immediately. And just, for example, these lines are like already good for black. And if he goes, yeah, I mean, basically all these lines, like I think black is doing always super well here. I wonder if it does even better. Yeah, you can go bishop d7 and do all the fancy stuff. But all you got to know is when they go g3, you hit the center with c5 immediately. And that should pretty much be it. So e3, we can go b6 or we can go a6. Peter likes it. I'm sure a6 is fine. But basically, this is so passive for white. We can just go ahead and already go b6. And then we're just going to do a very similar type of structure that you're going to see again and again. So yeah, against knight c3, I would say the big things are exchange. We go knight takes d5, and we play that like Grunfeld type position. If bishop g5, we're gonna go bishop e7, and just play this super chill type of position. And yeah, against g3, we attack the center immediately. Bishop f4 is the hedgehog, and then everything else transposes. So yeah, this is against the knight c3 in the QGD. You should be good to go after watching this video. It's got everything you need. And QGD you can learn pretty fast. As long as you know these setups, these structures, like I think black is super chilling in these variations. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely check out the other ones on the QGD. Peace.